Bravo. Okay, so I finally got the YouTube stream rerunning back up under Sindel Spades, and finally got it going. Hallelujah. Okay, so my main topic that started off was actually me visiting um oh my god. Okay, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry.
And they refuse to acknowledge they lost the election. So what do? They cry malfeasance, wrongdoing, criminality, fraud.
Democrats, more so than Republicans, seem to have a problem conceding defeat. Either the election system broke down or some mystery votes are hiding somewhere.
A whole series of Democrats who just said bluntly, if our candidate doesn't win, they stole the election.
The Dems just want to make America suffer. It's like losing the World Series and demanding an extra inning a day later.
The Democrats are refusing to accept the declared results of the national media. So how do they do this? Lo and behold, they find missing ballots.
The radical left is attacking the sanctity of our votes,
refusing to accept the midterm election results. So what if these were Republicans refusing to concede?
Okay, so I'm gonna give a shout out to Daniel D. Kim. He did awesome videos of his own as well that I do follow. And also to Nickelodeon. So for answer your questions, that one of the movies I like is from Nickelodeon. It's called Astronauts. This girl that I'm pointing at right now, her name is Samantha with Sammy in the movie, and I think she's doing awesome. And she reminds me a lot of things I have to say that is deja vu and dreams and past things that I have done. Thank you, Nickelodeon, for this awesome thing. So I want to give a shout out to Megan also as well. She has the most cutest little puppies ever. And I once did this crazy astral projection, and I possessed her dog, and it was so cute because I just wanted to know and stuff like that. And I saw, yeah. So also, she gave a shout out to Battle Advisors. Okay, so Battle Advisors, I told you guys, I do keep up with everything that I can, that I don't seem too far back and everything. I do not have very much conversations with other human beings. That's the reason why I do this kind of stuff, so I can see how different opinions and different things work. So here's a shout out for the advisors that's coming out right there. Right there. So Miguel, Leon, Kane Brown, and Julia Julia Mitchells. Well, you know why I only said one name? Because Miguel only has Miguel. So Miguel, Leon Bridges, Kane Brown, and Julia Marshalls. For the Voice Battle Advisors, choose your advisors. Okay, so we have that going on right now. Kane and Blake has been together. Also want to give a shout out to Kane Brown for, posting this up. He gave a shout out to thank you for the early Christmas gift at Xbox. So if you guys didn't know, there's a new game system that came out that is the Xbox, and a lot of the guinea pigs are getting the first sets to see if there's any glitches, anything out there. So please keep it notified if there is any glitches or problem. Do not just hit your console. Do not go bang, bang, bang on your console. It's not like those old consoles that we want you to hit them. We would want you to report what type of issues that might be, because it actually can help with updating the system that we can probably help you later on in the long run. Okay, so also too, there's this new app that I really want to get out there too. It reads it for you. All you gotta do is just take the picture of it. So here we go. Here's the example. Oh, um, wait. Wait, I do know who this is. Oh my God. Do not tell him that I forgot who he was. Okay. His name is Brian T. City. Okay, he looks like this. I technically do know who this is. I mean, not personally, but like I know of him. Is that better? That's better. I know of him. So, they went to let me see. If they oh no, don't have any pictures of it. They went to the NASCAR race car stuff that I actually had this weird feeling that they was going to do that. But
Losers.
oh, I got the music to work.
So you're saying so you're saying there's an arrest warrant out for my arrest? For what?
So, for doing national activity against the United States government, in order to give you some more information about this case, so can you help me out with your social security number? Then I can go ahead and we'll get this information in our system for you.
I know my social, but I don't want.
You're going to help somebody arrest yourself
I don't get
too.
my
Think
social
about it.
from anyone. I don't know if it should already be in your system, right?
I'm so sorry, but until and unless you won't be able to verify this information with us, there's nothing I can able to help you out with. So I'm just gonna forward this information to the local authorities, and they're just gonna come after you.
Yeah, fuck it.
Bye for now.
Fuck it.
What's for you about it?
So someone's trying to get him arrested, or was that really fraud? That's well, either which way. That's messed up. That there's actually people out there really trying their best to get people arrested. That's so messed up. Netflix or nightclub? I like Netflix. Sorry. Which one do you like using more, Instagram or Snapchat or LiveMe? I like to use Instagram, Live.me, YouTube, and Facebook as well. I'm not really a Twitter, but I always hear that Twitter is an app that if you like to gossip or you like to, be all up in the details of what things are going down, then you can get drowned up in that. But I like to do my own basic researches to stick to the facts, because when you get distracted too much about the details, you get too much problems and issues that it's best to just deal with what you got. So I got distracted. I'm so sorry. The one that I'm looking for is actually actually, wow, pretty. Anyways, let's see. Okay, so
I'm Matt Rivers. headquarters in Mexico City, where a Biden win will have a big impact on U.S.-Mexico relations. Biden has said he plans to reverse many of the Trump administration's immigration policies in his first 100 days and says any new construction of the border wall will stop.
Arwa Damon in Istanbul. While there may be a change in rhetoric towards the Middle East, there is very rarely, no matter who is in office, a concrete change in U.S. policy towards this region, at least not one that benefits the population.
U.S.-China relations are at the worst point we've seen in decades.
Oh, thank you.
Trade war, they've even been closing each other's consulates. And it's unlikely to get better soon because President-elect Biden campaigned on a platform of being tough on Beijing.
Frankfurt Pike in Berlin, and German Chancellor Angela Merkel has already congratulated President-elect Joe Biden. The Germans also offering the U.S. what they call a transatlantic New Deal to work on issues like climate change and the economy.
I'm Mary Lushna in Moscow, Russia, where Vladimir Putin has yet to congratulate President-elect Joe Biden, and the state media has been amplifying the baseless claims that the U.S. election was rigged. But some officials have expressed careful hope that with Biden in the White House, they could move the needle on some key arms deals.
I'm Dave McKenzie in Johannesburg, South Africa. Nelson Mandela, of course, is seen as a symbol of a transition of power. And many Africans think it's somewhat ironic that the U.S. president wasn't quick to concede, despite for many years the U.S. calling on Africans to hold free and fair elections.
I'm Oren Lieberman, covering Israel and the Palestinian territories. For Israel, the greatest challenge of a Biden administration will be Iran. President-elect Joe Biden is expected to pursue a new Iran nuclear deal, to which Israel and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in particular are absolutely opposed. For the Palestinians, anything is better than another 4 years of the Trump administration.
President Biden will reportedly start speaking with foreign leaders soon, and his transition team is hard at work vetting nominees for key national security positions while working on his foreign policy agenda. We should expect to hear more about that in the days ahead. The Trump administration still hasn't taken the legal steps necessary to kick off the last phase of the transition process, but President-elect Biden is plowing full steam ahead.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to go with, and I'm going to start off with, so everybody can be on the same page as me, and we're not all like jumping here and there, and we're not sure what are we doing in this and that and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So where I want to start off is here, right here in the United States of America. And I'm going to repeat the United States of America. And I'm going to start off with what their concern was in Mexico, New Mexico, New Mexico, immigration, the immigration policies and stuff like that. So that's how that's where I'm going to start off with. Okay. So, but everybody knows that that's where I'm starting off with and everything like that, blah, 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 blah. But to get this out of the way, so I don't need to consistently say thank you, thank you, thank you. In this, I'm going to just start off like this. To all the foreign leaders out there, I am thankful and I am proud to you, Joe Biden, for showing actions to push forward to get something in action for this type of concern of situation. I also thank the foreign leaders for their patience, because I know that they were waiting a long, long time for get even their people going, because they were waiting also on us and the election and the transfers, and because they can't move as well if we don't move with them, because that's the whole point of world leaders. Yeah. So, I know for a fact that one of the agreements is that all has to be in agreement, mostly in the world leaders' position. If you please excuse the noises that I do have surrounding me. I have construction working at the neighbor's territory and stuff like that as well. I am not taking any more applications about the whole married thing. If you guys want to make a deal, it cannot be with the suggestion as has to come with marriage. I feel that I should have the right to choose who I want to be with without interference and anybody getting in my way. And I would rather have people helping me succeed my marriage in a happy way if I ever get married. Do you understand? Okay, so anyways, I'm not talking about that. Okay. Anyways, world leaders, thank you. Okay, here's the deal. You marry me, I'll build you a house. There's even that, oh my God, you don't even know how much people already made that. There's a guy already made the deal that he'll build the house, build the mansion, get the plane, get the spacecraft, take you to the moon, go around space, come back. You don't even know. So, okay. So I'm home alone and you cannot catch anything from me from being this far away. So it's good. So me being home alone by myself gives me chance to speak to you without wearing a mask and everything like that. So sorry, everybody that feels uncomfortable about the whole mask thing. Okay, so back to the world leaders. Thank you for all your patience and everything like that. I'm sorry for the delays that we've been having. You see, that's the reason why I'm thanking you for your patience, because we had to deal with Donald Trump and his issues and all his delays. And you see how our domino effect of delays affected your countries as well, because you couldn't really make worldwide decisions when this is a worldwide pandemic and causes and everything like that. Thank you for being you. Thank you. I only giving out these suggestions and conversations out there is because I need the right questions out there and the right people asking the right questions and the people knowing these questions and actually thinking about it to have this campaign, this type of ideal of democracy, of Constitution, of Bill of Rights, and the equal fairness of all human rights to be all together. So also to the world leaders, I also asked for if you could please excuse our behaviors and so forth. Please excuse me for a second. Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful and walk away, but I wanted to everything and stuff like that. And okay, I'll leave. I'm sorry. Don't mean to make you leave. But so excuse our behaviors in the United States of America. Again, I'm asking all the foreign leaders and a lot of other places to have some kind of common decency, of a little bit courtesy to the different behaviors, personalities in the United States of America, because we are different personalities, because we are a nation of all colors, of all races, of all ethnicities, of all religions, and all that is in front of you, and so forth and so forth. And thank you so much for sharing and so forth. Please take this time to consider what is in action at this moment, and all considers will be, and every concern will be in the best conservative, considered way to address this type of issue and type of understanding. We also ask for the consideration of the understanding of the balance and fairness for every region and every culture in that specific ways. Okay. So now that I have established the basic rules of how we're looking at this, okay, we're looking at all of this with balance, fair, equality of the regions. Okay. We understand the personal problems and everything that the in your communities are having, but we're at the level of what of the whole region of this country that we can solve those little bits of issues that's also in your foreign countries, okay, including what's with here in the United States of America. I am also proud of Joe Biden for taking the initiative and putting some of his policies in action. My question to Joe Biden is his policies clear of what is stated in detail as well, toward the understanding for even the people to understand the statement that of the policy given, so that we, the people, can stand up for what the policy really is standing for. Okay, so now that that is stated for the United States of America, that's the reason why in Mexico for the immigration, because of the United States of America was built on the Constitution and the democracy of immigration, of all those immigrating to the United States of America, then yes, these immigration policies must be reviewed, re-looked at, and see through the concerns of the people. And if the people's concerns are personal, or the people's concern is actually a devastation of what we need to be concerned of, and what we can do with the concern of these people to lessen their need for negative conversation to survive basic human needs of life, that we can get rid of all that negative things that is listed as believed to be negative to that specific area of concerns. Okay, so stop building the wall. The stopping of the building of the wall of the policy, I congratulate Joe Biden finally, because now we know that our tax money is not being wasted, that our tax money can finally be placed in probably in more jobs that could help make agencies and branches that help facilitate this kind of things that could help push it out. Because if you notice, the system works. It's the people, the human being, that makes the choice of making the negative decisions of letting the system be successful. It's a human being. So we will do everything we can in this matter to bring up. Okay. This will also be to the borderline. So if the borderline is connected to Mexico, so that means the participant party that I need to participate with is comparatively Mexico. So the only participants that should be participating in this arrangement of agenda, of policies, or any type of detail should be these two foreign leaders, the United States of America and Mexico. I know Mexico, you guys have you guys' own thing going on down there. You need to solve it, because I'm the kind of Karen that goes, where's the leader that I need to speak to for this type of concerns to get shit done, to put things in action that will have a positive benefit, that will give solutions, not more problems. Okay? So if you can give me those type of leaders, then maybe we can push forward on how we can politicize the immigration between your country and the United States country. And then we can probably have a positive treaty of what is illegal of passing the border, and what is the requirements to pass the border, and why is the rule so strong and restricted of passing the border, of either which way for people from the United States of America to go through to Mexico, and Mexico to the United States of America. What is the requirements, and what is the concerns, and why is all that in place? Why is all the checkpoints and all that in place? There was reasons and responsibilities and concerns that was placed before. So we should have documents, record of before, that should have all of this already to be documented, to see off of what is better that we can do now, of the understanding of the people. Okay. So you know how, and then that will go to, if there's not enough room in the United States of America, we are not forcing our type of culture or religion. We're just asking for understanding for you to have for your own people in your own country, to see to their needs, to benefit all of us as foreign leaders, not just some of us. Okay, so back to Mexico and back to Joe Biden about the immigration and the building of the wall. Okay, so where did these fundings for the wall came from? Where did the fundings originate from? Where did these fundings originate from? Okay, this is my questions to you, Joe Biden. So once you get that answer, then what can we do with those fundings that can benefit the United States of America? How can we benefit the United States of America with the saving of those fundings that we do have? Okay, we do have. We are not going to fund a breaking down whatever piece of wall that already it was made. It's going to stand up as a memorial, and it's going to stand up as a reminder of the 4 years of the stupid decisions that United States of America has made. And United States of America, you was proud of what the wall you wanted. So please stay proud of what it's standing for, because that wall is standing for all the stupid, retarded decisions made in the last 4 years. Okay, so once you have that done, what type of policies can we place in action immediately right now in the benefit of everyone? If it does not benefit everyone, what type of actions in the personal regions can they do to help make the policies workable? What kind of work do we need in every country, in every region, in every area need for balance out every fair balance in every area for resources? What is the main reasons of these concerns, and why was the reasons made for all of the past fundings and stuff like that? We're gonna look through them as just review, but we're gonna go forward and see what is done and what is needed to be done. Sorry. Okay. So the next concern was the USA China relations between United States of America and Beijing, USA China. Okay, so USA China's relation. What is the relation? So why is the relation so bad right now? What caused the relation to be as it is right now? What are the requirements the US China is requesting to have to a better and good and positive results to their relation, to the request of reasonable, balanced, fair, real cause of this saying we have a worse relation? In this trade war, okay, so that's why I'm just talking about, that's why I said the relation. So now I'm going to talk about the trade war. And if the relation is about the trade war specifically, what I want to speak about is that what are you proposing? What is your proposal about the trade war that we can review right now? As I already said, please forgive us for the last 4 years. So now, can we move forward and let us know what is required of this trade war? What is the fair and balance between your country and our country, United States country, the USA China's relation with the United States of America's relation to the trade war? So, is there some kind of policy details deal that could be arranged in the best and balance for all? Because like I have stated to all you foreign leaders, we are a nation of different cultures, all different cultures, all different religions, all different colors, all different statuses. Okay? We have them all. We need to consider that about this nation. When you think about the United States of America, you must first respect we are a nation of all. Okay? So we cannot just think of this one type of culture, religion, and be one mindset. We must respect all by our nation's democracy. So we're asking you to respect what our nations stand for. Okay, so in that speech, that's the reason why I'm asking, what is your requirements? What is your request? What is the correct order of procedures that we need to take to make this trade war be more reasonable and stay a Cold War and not open up into a big explosion war that I'm trying my best to keep it as a trade war, Cold War, inside war, because we don't need that kind of stuff right now at this time of the pandemic. If you feel like you want to do that kind of stuff, why don't you have your own civil war and have fun with that? But I'm not suggesting or giving you advice in that way. I am giving the advice of we would like to have an understanding in a balanced, fair, equal to both parties participating in this type of situation. Is that understandable? Okay, so the next one was Germany. Thank you, Germany, for congratulations to the elect. If everybody that don't understand what elect means, that we have a rule that if you can get 2/3 of the votes, you automatically win, and blah, 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 blah. Only if you desperate and looking for excuses, you will place out acts of desperacy, and you will cause false claims and cause a lot of harassment. And we have already seen that type of things already, and we're trying to avoid that all. And we're trying to move forward from right here, right now. I cannot give you back the 4 years that was taken from all of you. I cannot give you back the 4 years of the delays that I know all you foreign leaders want to grumble about, that we could have done this, we could have done that, as we was waiting on you, and the delays and no policies and no deals was made in the correct way, and was all selfish for money. And what about us? And what about them? And what about this? And what about that? And you, a nation that's supposed to be of equal of all, then that's hypocritical, because I am not going to go through that with you foreign leaders. We are all adults. We can move forward, okay? As long as you do not breach the understanding of every human person's rights, I will not come a crazy, hectic, mad person. As long as everybody stays in their respectful zone of understanding, of common sense, to respect each other with the same respect you would want to be treated. So, Germany spoke about policy details that has been issued, as for an example, climate change and economy. Okay, so thank you for issuing the details and the deals and everything. You see how we cannot delay anymore. We have other foreign leaders pushing because their own country is pushing and demanding these leaders to do something for their country, and they cannot use excuses of, oh, we waiting on another country. So that's why I say thank you that we're finally putting things in action, and we can finally get this pandemic and this thing in order, not in control, in order, okay? In order and out of the way. Once it's in order, we'll have everything in order to approach it properly, that it won't come that a massive pandemic again. Without restraint, force, and taking away anybody's freedom for any amount of time, that they will be allowed to still have some kind of freedom, that they're not going insane, that we are still going to give them the equal amount of their rights, of their concerns, but because we're asking the people of every country, every religion, of every place to have the same understanding for us as well. When the foreign and all the leaders of the world ask you all to do certain procedures to help us out, to lessen the stress, and to get this deals and pandemic out of the way. As you could see, there's a lot more I gotta deal with, and this is only dealing with 1, 2, 3 countries right now. Okay, and every country has a lot more issues and concerns that was submitted, not only climate change and economy. Okay, I know the climate changes are changing there as well. Why you think I was talking about the resources and the green energy and this and that? That's the reason why I am proud of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to really invest in this green, natural resource energy way. So you're not trying to get this source of energy from this one area because we made this machine run off of this specific source that you only can get them from this specifically areas. Okay, so what we're doing is we're working with your region, we're working with your areas, we're working with your resources, and you as your ward leaders will let us know how your climate is really working right now. Okay, so maybe back 20 years, your climate was more warmer and it was this and that, blah, blah, but now it's colder. So that means we need more technology that will work with cold. Okay, that will work with you and everything like that. So, hey, are you living near places that has a lot of wind? We'll do the wind cycles. We'll do the water cycles. We will even can do the land and mass of compression as a type of energy. We don't need to get it from one source. Okay, what we can do is maximize all the solar, the earth, the wind, the water, the cold, the hot, all those resources of energy. And we can comply all those energies and have it pushed into one factory if you want. And every country and every of their own place will have their own facility of this all. Because if all the world leaders are agreed to jump on the new and the change of the world for the new green technology, all world leaders will have some kind of profit already in hand of building all these type of buildings. And this will also cause, you need to get scientists, you're giving them jobs, you're giving professors jobs, you're giving students jobs because they are, they can do internships, you're doing grants, you can give grants to universities to help with these type of new studies of these new facilities, new jobs to run the factories to get this energy running, build new jobs for people to run different technology. Why we're not, I love you AIs, I love you. But you AIs are like our little guardian angels that's supposed to be helping us, not do it for us. Okay? You're supposed to be the phone. That's it. You're supposed to make phone calls and that's it. I'm supposed to be the main mind of the final decision. I cannot be fighting with somebody else that has a conscience. I cannot be fighting with, you know how stupid any human being will look if they're over here. Okay, we're going to do joke hour. We're going to call this joke hour. I'm going to tell you guys all a joke. Okay? And then we're going to make it like a skit. Okay? So this is comedy hour, just for a little while. Okay? And then we're going to get back serious. Okay? Picture yourself walking down the road and you see somebody yelling at their cell phone. No, I want to call my mom because I have the right to let my mom know that there is a family concern. Okay? And then you have the phone talk back saying, sorry, access denied. You cannot call your mother for that right to let your mother know that there's a family emergency. You know how frustrated I would be if I was that person. But if I was a person watching that person, I would be roll laughing, teasing you that you're fighting with your foe because it has a conscience to fight back to you if it wants to access the ability to call someone for you, if it wants to or not. Sorry, I love you AIs. I love you. I love you. I love you because I use all these beautiful technology and gifts. Okay. So back to seriousness. And that was my joke of the day. Watching somebody in the future yell at their phone because their phone has a conscience to tell them no. It would be hilarious. Okay, so Russia. I actually want to say thank you to President Putin. Anyways, Russia's president. I want to say thank you for stepping back and not saying anything and saying that you don't want nothing to do with us right now. Is because you have the right to. Russia, you have the right to. It's because too many times in our history in the United States of America, we always pointed the finger at you when something did not go the way the losing party was going. So to avoid the problem and conspiracies and drama, I thank you for being the better adult and stepping back and saying, hey, we don't want any problems. We don't want any issues with the United States of America right now because we're sick and tired of our name, Russia, being ran through United States of America all the time. That I can respect. That I can respect. Because I don't know why people are out there rushing Russia to congratulate somebody when we want the finalization. And I can respect that he wants the finalization. So when Russia does speak out, he's not eating his words if something does change. He's actually speaking out at the time when it was finalized, and we can finally leave them alone. We can finally leave them alone, and I can move forward with this country on healing of the misunderstanding that United States of America and Russia have been having for a very, very long time. And you can see it in the United States of America's history because they call them a certain word. And that word in the United States of America still scares a lot of United States of America people. So I'm going to avoid saying that word. We're going to pretend that name and that word right now is under the same rules that Voldemort had. We're just going to avoid it because it puts a lot of people uneasy when you say that word. That's the reason why I like to say Russia. Yeah. And I know that they think that's disrespectful, but I would like them to understand that I'm not disrespecting them. I'm trying to educate still. So when the education goes through, we can groom and grammar our perspectives in their requests of things in more proper, respectful way as we are asking as well. So thank you actually, because then that solves a lot of problems that I had before with the emails and the letters and the secret agents, and you guys are nosy and you guys are in the wrong area, and why you here. It solves the problem of hearing those kind of excuses. It solves those kind of issues that I can push aside and say, finally, I don't need to listen to those type of complaints. Thank you so much for giving me the most easiest solution to that type of drama. Thank you. Also too, there was another one that was for Africa, the equal and fairness of the votes. Like I have spoken before, the best gratitude I can give you is thank you right now, until I can get all the issues I spoke of before into action. And then I can address you appropriately. Meaning, once I got all the policies and all the trade war out of the way, and all those cold wars that I'm talking about out of the way, we can concentrate on healing each other. Meaning that we're going to respect your culture, and we're going to not demand you to live in our perspectives of what is not savages and what is savages, and what is normal and what is not normal, and what is considered appropriate and what is not considered appropriate. We are not going to address you in that kind of manner. Okay. This is almost an hour. Okay. Hold on for a second. I need to end my YouTube stream. Thank you. YouTube stream has been an hour that you have been with me. I'm going to end this YouTube stream right here, and I'm going to start another one. And I'm going to call it continuation to the conversation. Okay. So thank you for anyone that's actually been watching my YouTube stream.